Man, you been I'm against since infancy. Only way you get to me is if you put that with me. Enemies always moving goalposts. Yeah. Me, but this ain't MK. Put them.
With pregame. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett Knox are the wingmen. And it's Smith in at the point. A lot of great young talent. Both teams loaded with young talent. What's the key, you think, Doris, as you've watched this league, to unlocking that potential and making them what they're going to become?
Yeah, I think for young guys, Kevin, one of the challenges is focusing on getting better every single day. It's the little choices these guys are making. They're going to put in the time to be working on their shooting or their off-the-bounce game or their defensive prowess. Can they be unselfish? Can they be sort of big picture thinking in terms of just not only their success but the guys around them? That's hard for a young guy.
Here's Ball. The Knicks making the shot. Favors dishes to Holiday. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Jarrett Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Back to Ball. Passes to Williamson. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim. For New York, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Barrett, no good. Pelicans still look like they're getting going. 6-point game. Holiday, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Smith against Ball. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Favors. Here's Ball. Fires the 3. Randall grabs the board. Pass to Smith. Stolen by Ball. Outside Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Well, what a big shakeup for the New York Knicks last season. The team had a falling out with Kristaps Porzingis and was forced to move him. A surprise to many, but they were able to get the tools to help them in return.
Good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, did you see how Ball initiated the contact on that drive? He doesn't shy away from it. Welcomes taking on the defense and finishing.
And with the Porzingis trade, players and cap space came backdoors to the Knicks.
About as good as you can hope for, Kevin, when you trade your young star. Never going to get a fair deal necessarily, a 1-for-1, but the Knicks made themselves factors in free agency and got Dennis Smith Jr. to boot.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Kept alive. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Favors, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Knox, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Now here's Ingram, guarded close. That shot off the mark. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Barrett. Randall on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Kenrich Williams comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
Pelicans trail by 8. And here is Ball. Floats one. He lays it in. Ball's got his second bucket.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Trier passes to Bullock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bullock's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ball. The pass to Hayes. That one, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Morris with the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Trier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris, no good. Here's Hart. Over Morris. Hart, that's good. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every... Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot.
She gets up and 3-4 in the...
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. He's out there with Williams. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard. Clock at 4, and Gibson kicks to Morris. For 3. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Pelicans. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veteran names like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Hart, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis, but the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you. Here's Gibson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
We know this. Taj Gibson loves getting physical. Doesn't matter how aggressive you are.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Williams. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Nice shot by Smith.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Throws it up high. The Knicks pull it in.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
Smith with a wide open look, and the Knicks miss again. Pelicans trail by 8. Holiday attacking, and the basket is good. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Smith the pass to Knox. Now here's Barrett. Defense is right there. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Holiday, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Greg, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Now Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the paint. Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ball feeling it out a bit. Dishes to Williamson. Back to Ball. Shoots it up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Smith for 3. Offensive rebound. Knocks the pass to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. Smith outside. That one wide left. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. 11 feet away. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Absolutely ferocious finish from Mr. Knox. Just salute him.
11 seconds left here in the second. Now Holiday from deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. New York came out ready to play. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. A fantastic game from Dennis Smith in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's Robinson in at the center. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. For New Orleans, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Well, I think, Kevin, most people would say Derek Favors a throwback big man, right? The guy wants to be effective at posting up, but he can shoot the face-up jump shot as well.
But they get it back. Another shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Holiday, and that one is good. Holiday's got 11 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Ingram with it. Now defended by Randall. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Holiday. Launches a 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Smith outside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Ingram kicks to Ball. Favors dishes to Holiday. Lobs it up for Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Favors flying high on alley-oops. My goodness, how about the ups on that guy?
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded by Bullock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Yep, it counts. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Here's Hayes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ellington the pass to Portis. And that one drops for him. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. With the shot. That shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Hart. Ellington defending. Hart, no good. The Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Morris kicks to Portis from downtown. Knocks down the 3-ball. Portis has got 5 now.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And for the length of Bobby Portis, he's sure to provide a bit of fire when he's on the floor.
Well, Portis is never afraid to mix it up with the opponent or sometimes his own guys. This guy plays with a passion that maybe isn't for everyone, but boy, it does spark his teams.
And New York making a change here. Trier's checked in. Hayes the pass to Hart. Outside, Redick beyond the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Bullock passes to Gibson. In the corner, it's Morris. Unloads from 13. No good from Gibson.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The Knicks with the lead. On the wing, Morris. Back to Trier. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Hart the pass to Hayes. For the tie. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Hayes. Redick's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Here's Trier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Morris kicks to Gibson. Back to Morris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
And Favors kicks to Redick. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
From the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the 3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. New York leading by 4 on the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Hart is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Favors in at the 5. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Redick. Pass to Hart. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Intelligent at realizing when to pull that mid-range jumper. Ingram is starting to figure it out offensively.
Randall with the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Favors. Kicks it to Redick. Pass to Williamson. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. And Smith with the stuff.
Yeah, this guy is a nightmare in transition for the defense. Dennis Smith Jr. in space. Look out.
The pass to Williamson. Randall against Redick. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Williamson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Ball's checked in for Josh Hart. New York leading by 5. Here's Barrett. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson, the pass to Ball. Now here's Williamson. He's defended by Randall. Out to Ingram. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The feed to Robinson. Finished off the break. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Fade away. And the Pelicans miss again.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Pelicans trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Redick surveying the D. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Favors. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Redick with it. Picked up by Barrett. Outside Favors. Inside, here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter. New York calls timeout. And now we've got a moment moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Dennis Smith.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Holiday inside the line. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Smith. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. Robinson misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
This is an area where Dennis Smith Jr. is working on, right? As the primary ball handler, you have to be able to make your free throws.
Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Knicks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Dennis Smith.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Dotson's checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Barrett.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Portis in the post. The shot comes out. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other